MyVegasScene.com. Big shout out to MyVegasScene.com, man. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to my man Ryan out there. What's the other homie's name with the Mohawk?
Paul.
My man Paul out there.
Petit.
Shout out to him.
So you've been there for 8 years. What would you say the craziest thing you've seen in Las Vegas is?
I've seen a lot of crazy things.
I'm sure you have.
I mean, you know, DJing at the club every weekend. I get to the club around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I see people passed out in the back of the club, already just done for the night.
Right.
You know, advice I have to people out there is definitely you got to pace yourself out here. Mm-hmm. You know, because Vegas is that kind of city where when people get here, I don't know what it is. When people get here, it's just must be something in the air because they just wild out. They go all out.
Right.
You know, we're in Vegas. Woo-hoo! You know, stack some money in their pocket, and when they leave, they're broke. I mean, that's what Vegas will do to you.
What positive and negative changes would you say you've seen in the last 8 years in Las Vegas since you've been here?
Definitely way more clubs. When I got out here, the only clubs out here when I got out here was Raw, Big Shot to War and Peace, and B.O.B. Boy, that place was historical. And a club I used to DJ at called The Hop, The Glow at the Hop, which was on Tropicana, man. That's OG Vegas. I mean, we had some good times in there. And 8 years later, you got mega clubs like you'll see in Miami.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got the Privays, the Body Englishes, right. You know, Poetry. You got, I mean, Jet. There's so many clubs. You got all these mega clubs. You know, it's definitely like that scene now.
Yeah.
So when I got here, you know, it was really just a chosen few.
You mentioned how, you know, how much things have changed in the last 8 years. What do you see for the future of Vegas? I mean, do you see it just, think it's going to keep expanding and getting crazier, or
you know,
think it'll slow down at some point?
Since I've been in the city, bro, ever since I've been in Vegas, I've seen nothing but cranes. And that just tells you it's just growing. It's going to keep growing. It's one of those cities where everybody wants to be at. Right. You know what I mean? People retire out here. I know a lot of celebrities that retired right here in this very city. Right. And it's so convenient for a lot of people. The airport is right there. There's a lot of nice restaurants. Mm-hmm. You can buy land out here and be cool. Try to do the same in the Bay Area or LA or New York. I mean, that studio costs you damn near $2 million, you know? Out here, you could get a nice little condo for a little bit of nothing. So, and, you know, Vegas is one of those cities where, like I said, people want to be at. It's one of those cities where, man, one time in my life, I got to make it to Las Vegas. Right. One time in my life, I got to hop on the table and gamble in Las Vegas. It's just one of those cities, man. It's one-of-a-kind city right here. This is the only city, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching, this is the only city in the world that I know of that you can cash a check, go on the table and lose the whole thing and go home with nothing. The only city. It goes down out here. You better be careful out here.
That's true. Now, because of that, I mean, do you think Vegas changes people?
I think it really does.
I think it does?
You know, a lot of people out here, as far as the nightlife goes, man, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I know friends that's come out here to Vegas with $2 million. And a year later, they'll be asking me, Franny, can I borrow 100?
Right.
It's like, what did you do with your money? All them nights at the light. 50 grand here, 50 grand there. I mean, that all adds up. I mean, Vegas will change people. It's one of those cities. This is a one-of-a-kind city. This city will swallow you if you're not careful. It really will.
Agreed. Now, what's your viewpoint on relationships in Las Vegas? Do you think it's impossible to find a good guy or good girl in Las Vegas? That's
a tough one. There are some good girls out here. I know some, you know, some females, the 9-to-5 thing, no kids, educated, own spot, driving a nice car. They don't even like to go out.
Right.
But, you know, go out to dinner, have a drink, sure, why not? But as far as the clubs, they don't even do all that.
You think that's rare?
Those are very rare out here. And those are the kind of girls I like.
Yeah, no, me too.
Vegas is just, it's one of those cities that's small. It's a big city, but yet it's small. If you don't know somebody out here, somebody you know that they know is going to know that person.
Right.
It's one of those cities, man. You know, people come out here on the run, man. People come out here to Vegas and think they can change their name and change their whole image and, you know, it's pimping. Man, they got to get you in jail, man. You know, it is what it is, though.
Do you see yourself staying here forever?
I don't know about forever. You know, definitely Vegas is a city where a lot of people come. I mean, I've been in the industry for a long time, and over the 8 years I've been here, the people that I've seen in the Bay that I've met and kept relationships with, you know, from the Jay-Z's to the Snoops, to the Rick Rosses, to the Young Jeezys, to the Busta Rhymes. I mean, all these people I've known forever, you know, before they were even platinum artists, you know, come out here, and they love coming out here. It's a different vibe out here. You come out here, you could go out at any time in the morning and pop a bottle. What other city can you do that?
Right. That's it.
I mean, we could wake up at 8 a.m. and be like, man, I feel like going to the Rhino right now, popping a bottle of rosé. Where else are you going to do that? Where else are you going to do that? This city is one of a kind. There's no city like it. Right. But as far as staying here forever, I mean, I know I'm going to have a spot here forever.
Right.
I know that much.
Yeah.
But as far as staying here forever, I don't know about that. You know, I'm just going to take it day by day right now.
Do you ever get, you know, not taking what you do for granted, but do you ever get sick of, I mean, do you when it's your day off, I assume you don't want to go to the nightclub. Is that accurate?
Sometimes, but you know, the thing about Vegas is, okay, we have our locals, but the majority of people that come to Poetry are all tourists, are all people from out of town. So I see new faces each and every weekend.
Right.
And I play these records, certain records, and you guys know out there that the stuff I play at Poetry, you won't hear at a lot of these other clubs. You know, that's just keeping it 100% with you guys. But, you know, I play that certain record, whether it be a R. Kelly, Step in the Name of Love. You won't hear that at Tao, I promise you that. Whether it be R. Kelly, Step in the Name of Love, just seeing how the people react to the music and people from out of town celebrating birthdays, bachelorettes, bachelor parties, people out here graduation parties, spring break. You know, Vegas is that city that you will always see new faces because it's a tourist city. You know, so being sick of it, I've been there a couple times, but I love music, man. This is what I do it for. And when I play that one record and the crowd reacts, I feel like I'm performing. Right. So it's a great feeling.
So what is that one record right now, that one record that you look forward to playing every night?
You know, it's a record I definitely broke, and I can take full credit for it, because when the album first came out, I remember playing it at the club, and people are looking around like, what song is he playing? Now you put it in the club, and people are going crazy. And that's Jamie Foxx's Blame It on the Alcohol.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Definitely, man. That's one of the crazy records right now.
What would you say some of the do's and don'ts anyway of Las Vegas? I mean, you've got shades in the club, or like you said, girls taking their shoes off.
That's definitely a don't. What else is, don't sag in the club. It's not cool to sag in the club. You know, and don't wear some super tight jeans, fellas. Come on, man. You know, I mean, if that's your swag and that's the way how you feeling, that's for you. But for me, man, I gotta have some room. Gotta have some room. Do not dance off beat in the club. If I see you missing a beat, I will say something about you. And ladies, oh, please, I don't want to see another chick in the club drinking Hennessy and smoking a cigarette or a Black and Mild at the same time. Ugh!
It's not a good look.
Sorry,
huh?
absolutely not a good look.
That's funny. What about as far as being a DJ when you're in the club, or the things that you don't like? I mean, I used to DJ a little bit, and I would hate it when
people come up to you and
asking you for requests.
Right when you're mixing a song, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that always happens. People don't know that they're drunk, alcohol's in their system, they're feeling themselves. You know, it happens. Yeah. That's definitely a don't, you know. Or sometimes females just love to come to the DJ booth and start dancing on me. That's definitely a don't. You know, I don't care how pretty you are sometimes. I got to make sure this crowd is moved.
Right.
Check me out, myspace.com/DJ Franzen.
I got these diamonds on my neck, got Patron in my cup. If you want it, come and get it, shorty. I don't give a f***. See, it's Friday night, and I just got